Here we go.
That's right. We're here.
We've got the Fantasy Animal Oracle. We've got the Joy Fest, the Brag Fest. We've got our golden and teal joy feathers, but they're not quite next to us right now. You'll see us in with that sometime. We've got our joy feathers with us in our hearts, and I hope you have yours too.
Right.
This is going to be just a joyful place for you to be for the next 20 minutes or so, maybe 30. And today we've got oracle readings for you and a prize drawing, and our joy feathers are so excited to share this. So just sit back and like enjoy your lunch or your breakfast or your midnight snack, depending where you're at in the world. I'm Jenny Eleonora, and along with my golden everyday joy feather, can you imagine it? I'm a joy weaver who helps you make better decisions for the life that you really want to live and learn how to build your energy from the most renewable energy source in the universe, which is joy. And if you don't believe me, just come to the Joy Fest later this month. I'll prove it to you. More about that later. I'll put the link. I did put the link in the chat now. Does that show up, Jessica, now? Or do I have to put it again? The link in the chat. I'll put it again. In case I forget to do it later. And this is Jessica Koch and her beautiful teal joy feather. Jessica, share something about yourself and the kinds of joy that you support people with.
I have slowly begun to do something more aggressively in the last few months, and actually more aggressively since I've known you. And I'm going to give you a little credit for that, because I think for the years of my business, I've always done it at a certain level, but more intensely lately, I feel into what feels good for my business and what makes me feel joy and peace in my internal compass, right? So mind, gut, and heart, all three together have to feel like yes. And it's interesting because you don't have to say yes or no to all the things. All the things don't have to feel good. Sometimes I'm working on something I know I feel very called to do, and I pay attention to what parts of it don't feel good. And then I ask myself, how do I make them feel good? Yeah. Is there a way to make them feel good that work for me? And that has been part of my joy journey, and converting my business into something that I never would have really imagined until just the last few years. So if someone had told me when I first started my sales and marketing consulting firm and social media training 12 years ago that it was going to be all about legacy planning and legacy gratitude and my podcast, I would have thought they were a little off their kilter and very mistaken. But that is the world that has begun to evolve around me. So it's very fascinating. Yeah.
It's beautiful. So
I don't know if I really told him anything about me, but that's
we'll say more about the thing you have going on even just tomorrow, which is we'll say more about that later. So yeah, stay tuned. The first thing we're going to do today, though, is Jessica and I have done this before, and it's so fun, and we've done it a couple times. We're going to give you readings from the Fantasy Animal Oracle, which is on loan to us. We only ever use it on loan with permission. From our Grow Your Whole Voice community, which is part of our, and the Oracle is part of our magical monthly quests that we do for a week a month. Tell us in the chat, and I can't see them, unfortunately. Well, maybe I could get to YouTube. But tell us in the chat if you'd like a reading today. And Jessica, are you able to see the chat? Just check.
Not right now, but I will watch it for later, and we will invite them to come back so that we can read one for them. I did add to our live in LinkedIn in the chat thread the information you shared here, as we're streaming from multiple platforms at the moment. So the funness of technology.
Right. So yeah, at least we haven't totally decided yet, but there will be another one of these at some point too. So you won't miss anything. And the readings that we give to other people, because we do have some people kind of queued up for this that have requested it, some who said they could be here and some who didn't. We will, you'll benefit from them too, right? There's wisdom in everything for everybody. So yeah, this edition of the Fantasy Animal Oracle is called the Brag Fest edition, and there is a Brag Fest that we're going to have as part of the Joy Fest event, and they're happening throughout this month. These are special free events. Brag Fest in particular is to share all the amazing things about ourselves in ways that we don't usually. We're going to know, grow, and glow the value of ourselves in the world. My Joy Feather came up with that phrase. So if something, if I would say that if something inside you is telling you that it is past the time to help break into a new place where you're actually allowed to be the real and whole you and be proud of it, we're allowed to be proud of it, then come to Brag Fest. It'll be like a fun way to get that energy of self-celebration. I'm coining that phrase if nobody else has yet. Self-celebration flowing in the company of safe mentors like me and Jessica, who are doing the same thing. And like I said, too, that's part of Joy Fest. I'll say more about that later. The link I'm putting again in the chat to that, because when you register, you're going to get all the info about Brag Fest and all the rest of the joyful stuff that we're going to do this month leading up to the Joy Fest. So now we're going to do some readings. And after that, we'll share a little more about the Joy Fest and Jessica's legacy gratitude community, and then a prize drawing for the free Joy Fest Glow Up.
If we have time, I think we should talk about the value of bragging, because that is something.
Yes. Well, I feel like that the Oracle is going to show that it's in and of itself, right? We're going to intuit that through the answers of the Oracle. And Jessica, you have those there because they're speaking to you, right? They're speaking to you. And can you see the screen right now?
Yes, and I'm ready.
All right. And so what we're going to do, I have names of people that have requested readings from this. And the first one, I'm going to give her a little shout out to somebody in our community. It's Summer Diaz-Selva has requested it.
I'm going to tag her in our live right now.
Yeah, she is. I think she's running an accountability group right now because she's always doing things as part of Connections, which is one of the most wonderful networks for entrepreneurs that I've ever encountered. But so Summer, here is we know you're going to be watching this later. At least here is your Oracle reading, and we'll see what fantasy animal you get and whose reading you get. Okay, it's the shapeshift Kumiho. Jessica's going to explain what that is once you find it. So
all right, shapeshift.
Yeah.
Kumiho. Bragging on your evolutionary soul. That word right there. Think about that for a second. Your evolutionary soul. Ancient fox spirit of transformation. This creature appears only for people who grow, adapt, and reinvent. Oh, and if you just knew, I believe, my opinion, Summer may be going through just this. And I've seen actually in being a part of her membership with Connects and Fab Collabs and the LinkedIn posting party, I've watched her evolve and shape and reinvent and tweak and constantly listen and pay attention. And wow, is this not the perfect one?
And what's the prompt for her to do again? Like, so all of these Oracle readings include an action, right? We can take, because it's important to tell the story to ourselves of our value through action.
So the action step to take, and she's fantastic at action steps and holding people accountable for their action steps. So I know this is going to get done, is recognize one way you've evolved or transformed in the past few years. And I think that's probably the easiest homework we could have ever given her, because I could list a half a dozen ways since I've known her.
Yeah.
And I am adding this to the comments, if that's okay, on our LinkedIn
Absolutely. Page. And sometimes for Summer, or maybe any of the rest of us, it is it is, you know, Jessica and you said, and I also thought of many things that Summer could say about that, about herself, but maybe it's easier for us to call it to her mind, right? It is easier for, that's one of the things why you said, Jessica, you said to kind of like, talk about why it's so important to be, you know, to vocally be proud of ourselves and to name our accomplishments and everything. And that is because it is so hard for some of us to do that. And like you said, Summer might be able to do that somewhat too. So that's all this energy. We are also here together doing it, right? I love it.
One of the things I'd like to brag about Summer about is if she were to look back over the last few years to tell us how many summits she has run and organized. And think about even just 2 or 3 people who came to her after and told her what a big impact on their lives that have been. I know people have come back to her about the books she's written. So she's written books, she's done summits, just the list of achievements is
wonderful.
Really, really big and wonderful.
So yeah, I love it too. Part of the energy of like when we start to like brag on ourselves is we can brag on each other. It really just goes far, doesn't it?
Well, it does happen. It does happen that even for me a little I had a big 10-day full business summit and I had this great accomplishment, but I don't know that I've soaked long enough in the amount of moments I need to celebrate it.
Well, you'll get it.
I'm already looking at the move forward of the next summit and the next thing I'm up to and the next and the next and the follow-up from that and all of the things and the to-dos, but to just, I mean, it was years of planning and idea and inspiration and work and I mean, thousands of hours and thousands of dollars just to put it on and have it be. So it does definitely deserve, you know, a moment of celebration, but yet so quickly we move on to the to-do list, you know, and what's next.
I think that we need to, I'm hearing the joy feathers tell me right now, your golden one and my teal one, that of course we need to do a reading on you as well today to get your next step for really sitting with that celebration. You want to do that one now?
Sure, I'm game.
Here we go. We'll do Jessica's reading from the Fantasy Animal Oracle. This is what the joy feathers want. The Seafoam Kelpie.
Do you know when I was scanning through these, that's the one that pops out at me?
Love it.
How wild is that?
All right. I'm excited.
All right. Am I reading my own? Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Seafoam Kelpie, bragging on you as an emotional alchemist. The shimmering creature rides emotional tides and turns them into art, insight, and connection. Oh my God, this is so true, Jenny. How is this possible? And my prompt is to shine a light on a way your empathy or emotional depth helps others feel seen. And oh my God, my whole event was about shining gratitude spotlights on others to help them feel seen, valued, heard, truly appreciated. Like that's in my mission statement.
So can you shine it back on yourself right now, right? Like
well, that's so
that you do it.
That's so I am floored that this is my, because you know wow. I mean, I think this is a fun and amazing, and I think joy is really important. Like I value what you do so much, Jenny, but I'm also very spiritual and religious. And so these, you know, oracle animals are fun, but this is like so spot on. It's like,
right. Yeah.
Like
well, we're
a fortune cookie that smacked you in the head.
I mean, there are energies and insights, you know, into our intuition is part of this. Like we're weaving energies from the universe all the time. And so it's just, we opened up our ears, right? Just now by doing this exercise or activity, right? And you're like, oh, I hear it now. I see it more fully. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's do one for Kim now. Okay. Here we go. And I'm not going to do shout outs about everybody just because it won't be time. Plus, not everybody asked for a shout out or wanted a shout out. So
anybody that wants one, I'm tagging them with their stuff in our comments because I think it'll be cool for them to find it later.
Yes, absolutely. And also, yeah, anybody else, again, if you want one on a future one of these, just ask us in the comments and we'll give you another reading in a future one of these. Tech wise, we're not able to get in there immediately right now, but we're still going to interact with those comments on YouTube and LinkedIn after this too. So get in there and let us know you want a reading. We'll get it to you some way or another. So here we go for Kim. Kim's got the luminous basilisk.
Luminous. I like anything luminous and sparkly. Let's see. Luminous. Where are you?
Energy for Kim.
There we go. All right. Luminous. Basilisk. Is that basilisk?
Basilisk. It's like a snake kind of mythological creature.
All right. I want images. You know me. I keep asking. I want pictures of all these things. Okay. So bragging on you as a truth bringer. Ooh, I love a truth bringer. This radiant serpent sees the deeper reality and isn't afraid to illuminate it. Oh, and so shining a light on truth is what I heard. Yep. And the prompt is describe one insight or truth you shared that learned or helped others to see more clearly.
Okay, so
I'm not usually a fan of anything that's a serpent, but it is a sparkly one. So
well, they have their place, right? So everything in this world does. So shining a light. Say the prompt, the action again. Shining a light on.
They are describe one insight or truth you've shared that learned or helped others to see more clearly.
Okay, so acknowledging Kim that you have surely helped others to see things more clearly with some kind of truth that you brought to light. I love that. Thank you. Okay, next one. We've got Tammy B number 1. There's a couple of Tammy B's in my world.
Okay.
and yeah, they came into my world about the same time. I confused the two of them for a little bit. So it was
I have got a few people like that have similar names.
Right.
That crack me up. But
yeah.
I'm still putting them in the chat, just not their full name. Just, I just put Kimberly and she'll know who she is when you share this. You can share the post with her.
Yeah. And they have the links to these page, everybody that I shared all this with have, everybody everywhere I posted this has the links to your pages, your YouTube and your LinkedIn pages too. So yeah, we'll see them. All right. So we got for Tammy B1, Tammy B1, the star spin hippogriff.
Ooh, hippogriff.
Yeah,
I love a hippogriff.
Isn't that the eagle? Eagle with the lion's head or something? I actually don't remember.
I told you we need pictures.
Well, I did have emojis attached to these at one point, but I don't know where they went.
I do have I think the hippogriff, wasn't that on Harry Potter?
There definitely was one. Yeah, he would ride it and stuff.
Yes, it had like a falcon head, I thought.
Yeah, eagle or some kind of bird of prey.
Then like a bird body. I think it had a tail of a lion. Anyway.
Okay.
Bragging on you as a gift weaver. Ooh, a gift weaver. This creature laces the talents of the universe together like constellations. Wow, this is so beautiful. Name 2 of your gifts and admire how together they create more than the sum of their parts.
And I'm gonna recommend, if that doesn't name 2 of your gifts, right?
I want to do all these things.
I know. Well, when you come to Bragfest, you'll get your very own version of it too. So it'll be great. That's a free gift we're giving away at Bragfest. I'll just reveal that right now. Yeah. When you, Tammy B1, and anybody else who wants this reading to be applied to themselves, when you do pick your 2 gifts, like just let the first ones that come to your mind, even if they don't seem to relate, right? And then just kind of, hold them in each hand, feel what each one wants to say to you about what its gift is, and then just put them together and feel more than think, right? Feel what they create out of together, what they can create that's more than the sum of its parts, that is something we never imagined before, because it'll be a brand new thing. Right. So the hippogriff is giving you this power now, right? To put things together that don't always necessarily seem to make sense together, but we'll make more out of it. So, woo.
I love that. That's the power of a mastermind. When two people come together, the third brain is created.
Right.
And that's the same with your gifts. That's a beautiful idea. I never thought of it that way. It's so wonderful. Jenny, I want you to know that I feel like it's such a gift that I get to do this with you. This is so much fun. So thank you so much for including me.
Thank you, Jessica. I really, like, you are the perfect partner for it, I would say. Yeah, I feel like the brag element, right? The brag energies is something that we've shared since we met each other, right? From this.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, for us to share it into the world, that's our two gifts coming together and creating more than the sum of its parts, right? Like,
that's right. Wonder Twin power activate.
Exactly.
We just got to get rings made.
Wonder Italian twins.
That's right. That's right.
So next up is Hale Hushim. Oh, okay. And yeah, she didn't specifically say a specific business thing to shout out about her or anything, but I'm sure, Jessica, that you can do that. Go ahead, and what are we going to shout out about Hale?
Hale has a gift. Hale has two gifts that are totally different, that make the world a better place. One is her intuition on health, and what she does in the health space. But the other really is about bringing people together. She fills a speed networking event every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern together. She fills it with, and I'll put the link in the chat later in the comments so that you guys can find it if you'd like to. But every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, she fills a room with often over 100 people in a speed networking event. So she is a real gift to bring people together, and also help with health, which are kind of like opposite, not, connected things. So yeah, she's amazing. All right. Who do we have for her?
Let's find out which fantasy animal is stepping forth here. The Chimera of Anarchy. Chimera of Anarchy. Okay.
This sounds intense.
Intense, right? Doesn't it?
All right.
The Chimera is a little bit elusive. So maybe that balances. I don't know. Let's see.
Well, this one gives a little bit of a description, which I find fascinating. So, bragging on your unique magic. Part goat, part lion, part dragon. Goat, lion, and dragon. Goat's that abbreviation for something about being the greatest, right?
Greatest of all time, or goes over anything is another thing I've heard about it.
Okay. And then lion and dragon. Okay, this creature is an elusive yet fierce advocate for beautifully unboxable humans. Oh, and she definitely, if you look at her, she's so young and beautiful. And she is about helping people have health in really out of the box, holistic ways.
Right.
So I love that that's part of it. Her prompt is appreciate a quirky or unusual trait that makes you gloriously you.
Ooh, I could probably pick a million of them too about you, Hale, but you got to pick one for yourself for this, right? Pick one for yourself. Beautifully unusual trait. Oh, I love it. You are definitely unboxable. I love it.
That is right.
Okay, let's do one more.
Okay. And we have two people watching us live. Hello.
Oh, okay. Do you have their names? And have they said that they want
if you want, those of you watching, if you'd like to put a comment in the chat, we will do a reading for you. Just give us your name and even just your first name and let us know. And we will happily spin the wheel for you. If you're just watching and hanging out, that's okay too. All right. So if I get a comment, I'll let you know.
This one is for Opeyemi Param, Dr. O. She recently published a book called Spirit of My Ancestors, A Black Woman Doctor's Truth. And I will put the link to that in the chat as well later on at some point. And yes, she asked for a reading, and I'm very excited to give it because of all the ones that I see here, left to give the reading on, to tell or Opeyemi's fortune. Yeah, Dr. O is a wonderful, what she does is she gives you health assurance sessions. She's a retired doctor who gives you health assurance sessions to help you to navigate the complexities of our current healthcare systems. And that's putting it diplomatically as far as what those
I'm not connected to her that I can tell, so maybe you can go in the comments and tag her later, but I just put Dr. O.
Right, I'll do that later. I will put her book there later.
Okay,
so, okay, here we go on Dr. O's reading, Opeyemi Forum. What is yours? The Blushing Dragon.
I love that we've had all different ones. That's been so good.
Oh, they're deleting each other. The animals go. Each animal's going away today. Whenever they've given one, they're like, "Okay, I'm out."
So, I love that. The Blushing Dragon, bragging on your tender power. Soft dragon, big heart. This creature reminds us that kindness is not small. It's powerful energy. And her prompt today, Dr. O, your homework, which it sounds like you'll be good at doing it. If you can become a doctor, you've done a lot of homework, is name one way someone's life better. Well, that sounds like that's pretty easy to do, because you can't talk about medical stuff or the medical world without compassion.
Yeah, there's probably about 1,000 people you can name. So, and it's important to name it, right? That's the whole thing about all of this with Bragfest. And my joy feathers are so excited about today is that we get to honor our own contributions to this world. We really get to do that. It's really important. So we're going to be excited. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for now. Did that work? I'm not sharing it.
Yeah, it did work. It did work.
Right. So we're going to see you at Bragfest. Register for Joyfest today. I'm going to put that in the chat again. So that you get to join in on all the fun things like this on Bragfest and on the Fantasy Animal Oracle and all these other gifts and activities. I got a giveaway with some big prizes right before the Joy Fest, which is towards the end of the month. So yeah. And speaking, sign up.
The day and time for the Joy Fest?
Yeah, it's at the end of March 27th, the last Friday of the month. Yeah, and that'll be, when you click the link for the in the chat to register, you'll see all those details.
And there's something else happening on the 20th.
20th, right? That's the Bragfest, exactly. Yeah.
And how do they register for the Bragfest?
They register for the Joy Fest, and then they'll get information about how to get in, how to access the Bragfest. Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure we had all the details straight.
Thank you. Speaking of, things that we don't want to miss out on, right? Signing up soon or whatever. Jessica is hosting an event that's tomorrow that is growing beautifully out of her Legacy Gratitude event that she, I'm not even going to say hosted, that you held space for, and so beautifully, I think even beyond your own wildest dreams, created energy, again, more than the sum of our parts. The Legacy Gratitude stuff, the first community meeting is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Legacy Gratitude Communities first. We have the second and fourth Tuesday of every month. Tomorrow is our very first one. We have, I think, 60 or 70 registrations for our very first community networking, masterminding, shining gratitude spots on one another, just collaborating and enjoying one another. And I'm gonna feel through the events and navigate it that way, and then it'll begin to develop a structure of how we operate as a community together.
Creating it.
Yeah.
And I got to witness too the thing that I felt at every one of the Legacy Gratitude moments that I was able to attend last week. And I imagine it happened in most of the other moments as well that I wasn't there, was the energy build, I guess you could say, of sharing gratitude, which Andrew Darlow, I think, and I decided on a LinkedIn comment thread is that joy and gratitude are probably cousins.
Yeah.
Like good cousins, they're each other's favorite cousin. So that's why we connect so much, right?
In the olden days, the kind of cousin you can marry.
Oh my God.
Love, joy, and gratitude infused in all things. Raise them to a powerful place that things occur that you beyond your imagination, even if your imagination is really good.
Yeah, even if, and there are things that we choose, right? Like I think we're trained in this culture to think of these things as like, oh, just something that kind of happens. And we are starting to wake up a little bit to it, especially those of us in the womenpreneur world are starting to wake up, and women groups and everything like that, starting to wake up to the fact that we do have some choice over this. And it's great to support each other on doing it too, because it's still, there's that wiring, that the subconscious, they're like, oh no, you can't, and then we
I have to tell you, not one person told me, oh, you can do this. This is going to work. They all thought I was absolutely crazy and it wasn't going to work. And even people who
I hope I didn't tell you that. I don't think.
No, but even people who loved me and had that had real experience in the summit space, were trying to lovingly tell me, how are you going to do this, Jess? I don't see how you're going to do this. Like, how are you? And I just knew this was how I had to do it. And I didn't know anything else. And maybe that was a benefit for me because it was my very first summit and I didn't know what I was doing a little bit. And because I've been on a lot of summits, so I wasn't completely uninformed and I did a lot of homework, but it's fascinating that, even all these positive mindset people were telling me 10 days, 10, like trying to say it with love. What are you thinking there, chick? You're nuts.
Yeah. Well, I am so glad that you went ahead with it because it is something that we're craving even when we don't really know it. Same thing with joy, gratitude, all these things. We are absolutely craving them, and getting ourselves into the places and spaces that are actively, boldly shouting it from the rooftops that we are going to bring our energies together in these realms is so beautiful, and I'm so glad that you're there to do it. So we're gonna show them. We're gonna prove it.
That's right. That's right.
So back to the Joy Fest for a moment. I would like to do a drawing because there was a thing. I'd like to do it publicly. Everybody who registered for the Joy Fest before February 28th were entered into a prize drawing. And again, I'm not doing identifying names here. Can you see that wheel? Another wheel.
Blow up.
All right. So like these are people, I know who they are. I'm not going to publicly identify them because they did sign up for the Joy Fest, but they didn't sign up to be publicly used in events like this. So we're going to do that, and we're going to see who gets the glow up, the free glow up package, right? And what that is it includes a joy vibration tune up before the Joy Fest and a power hour after party too, where we will give like targeted next steps on how to get the clarity and energy of joy into your lives. And that's something that, like we're talking about, Jessica, too, is we don't always know that this is what we need, but it really is. So I'm going to go ahead and do this drawing, and let's see who gets it. We're going to see. I have picked these beautiful, glowy, sunshiny colors for this.
Colors.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got. You think that one went slow, right? Misty. Oh, it's not giving us the celebration. Okay, there it is. Misty. Yes, you're gonna get a free glow up package with this. It's more than a $200 value. And did I stop sharing that screen too? Yeah, I did. Okay, all right. So we're going to do another drawing for this next week on my own channel on my Facebook page, and Jessica might be joining me for that too. That one will be a lot less people in it probably, because it will be just for those of you who show up to that live stream on Facebook with me. And I will put that link in the chat as well. Get yourself, and also if you get yourself registered for the Joy Fest, you're gonna hear about that. You're gonna get the link to my actual Facebook page as well. So this is the kind of thing that makes our Joy Feathers so happy. Next time you see us, we're gonna have them, you'll be able to see what they look like. Mine's golden, Jessica's is teal. You can create the color for your own Joy Feather. How's your Joy Feather feeling after all of this, Jessica?
Like it has something fun to do on its checklist, right? I have to do my prompt, but it's fun. It's a fun thing. It's a little bit of play for my day.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Right. Right. So yeah, remember to register. I'll put that link one more time in the chat. And do it in plenty of time to get the rest of our giveaways and everything and all these fun events. And Jessica, you're going to put the Legacy Gratitude Community link in the chat as well.
I'll put it in the comments. Yep. Of the different places that we have pushed this. Everything so far is on the LinkedIn live stream of this, but we'll go over to YouTube and add them over there too.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, Jessica, for doing this. Thanks everybody who was here to get your readings, and please let us know in the comments if you want one in the future. We will get you one in some way or another. And we're happy to be with everyone here, and see you at the Joy Fest and the Legacy Gratitude Community. And bye for now.
All right, bye for now.